is another similar thing. How many of you are familiar with the horror and science fiction writer H.P. Lovecraft?
Yeah!
The rest of you, it's totally not necessary. This is a piece called H.P. Lovecraft Goes to Taco Bell. Occasionally, a man, deprived of currency and filled with raising hunger, is forced to consume wicked and indecent things, and in pursuit of them may sometimes have discovered to him arcane and terrible truths, aspects from which contemplation yields howls of the brain, buckling beneath the awful immensity of human pain, and the futile gesticulations we make, not for life, but for survival. I came privy some years ago to one such den of suffering when, stricken with drunkenness, I and a few academic fellows from the university's interior design program entered Taco Bell. Upon crossing its artificial grease-mauled hearth, I was first seduced by a vile, brackish odor I have since come to associate with the pangs of starving masses shrieking for feed. But at first I found the scent intoxicating, recalling the euphoric yet vomitous after effects of turbid elixirs brewed in dark barns. The place rattled on before us in an offending display of soiled tables, architecture which seemed surgically pried from the square colon of modernity, and a heretical color scheme unknown to any decent and wholesome interior designer. "This is a place unfit for man," said one of my companions, but blinded by our twisting, empty stomachs, we muscled forward. So torturous and base were the items we ordered that I was able to pay for my meal in whole with the blighted coins of my nightstand ashtray. The food arrived in heat, its portage announced by an ancient woman whose tongue barely sounded the letters of English. Taking a table, I found myself drawn into my seat by a viscous film. My fellows assured me it was but spilt Mountain Dew. But the apprehension now building in my guts portended a spectral, sticky arm drawing me madly into a pit which knew no bottom. My food's package unraveled seemingly without my assistance, my taco blooming forward as does the evening primrose with a speed that can only be traveled in defiance of God. The food itself was a cacophony of noisome ludicrosity, vegetables that seemed to ripen before my very eyes, bearing the colors of some offending, vile spectrum, all suspended in a roux bearing the texture of underworld centipedes. This hateful worm writhed in my lower intestine for 3 sorrowous quarters of an hour before I made waste of the demon, splattering it blackly into the sewers below. Thank you, guys.